Hello everyone. Bonsoir mes amis. Grüße meine Freunde. Hello everyone. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. Today I might do some trials, and I also want to start my grind, and can't decide if there's anything else. Let's see if we can invite some of the other 4 Lokis. Let's see. Streaming now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So let's get rid of this one. YouTube. Good. Okay, so let's see what we want to do first. I think we want to first say something to the chat world. Hello, everyone. Oops, not having very good luck typing. There it is. Okay, and let's see what's first. Maybe before we start war, how much time do we have for war? 7 minutes, okay. War is about to start, so let's use that 7 minutes to jump into the event quest. Let me do my trials, so that way I can use Void. Epic, there he is. Let's get basically my war team. Both these guys will disappear in 7 minutes. Guess we'll find out if we can't do it quick enough. Accept, and off we go. Epic, yes. Don't want to make the wrong mistake and go into some terrible mode. Okay, first up we have Blade. Let's see how this guy's going to go. With Blade we have, see what all the nodes are. So the nodes are Champion Boost, Gamble State, Double or Nothing. Oh, Brawl. Oh my god, I hate Brawl so much. Who should I take against him? Could take Corvus. Just like playing with Corvus. He's gonna die so quick though. Just can't do enough damage, and I don't really have a good setup for him, but well. Okay, let's see how it goes. I guess I'm gonna go do 3-hit combos or dodge. 1, 2, 3. Oh, didn't get it. 1, 2, 3 is a little better. 1, 2, 3. And now everyone's unstoppable, and it's a big mess. And well, it is. And everyone's unstoppable. Boy, I hate Brawl so much. He plays so passive when he is not brawling. I wonder if that's must be something about Unstoppable that sort of toggles aggressive fighting style versus not very aggressive style. Okay, now Unstoppable. Timed that pretty close. Didn't get a really good 3-hit combo. Yep, there goes running away. Oh no. That was Unstoppable. I feel like I'm not using this node very well. I think there's something I should do to make it better. Okay, Unstoppable time. Okay, next time Unstoppable ends, we'll go with a 2-hit combo. Oh man, I totally screwed that up so badly. Now I can't like taking blocks. Stuck here. Let's see what this does. Come on, kill him. No, not even close. What happened? What happened? Did nothing for damage. Oh, that was so bad. But I got him down a lot, but I'm out of my, I forgot about Unstoppable. Oh, God. That Blade, I mean, Corvus is just not very good in this, and so I sort of expected that, but c'est la vie. Okay, who's the prochain champion? Should I go with Yeah, let's go with Iron Man Infinity War. So I changed my masteries today. I tried this new mastery setup, I'm calling it the Ghost Rider Void Blade mastery setup. I'll show it to you in a second. That was bad. At the beginning of the fight is where you gotta do everything because you have that actually reasonable amount of time before Unstoppable starts, probably up like 10 seconds. Okay, come on, he's getting lower, don't regen. Unstoppable. Come on, attack me. Okay, let's see if we can finish him off. Oh no, 1%. Dancing time. Oh, what was that? He got stunned for some reason. Oh man, how did I lose so much health? Is that just from block hits? I have no idea. Okay, there's one down. Now, let's see what happens next. Oh, Hyperion. Let's see. I'm guessing Hyperion with Brawl. Tempted for Void or Vision. Let's go with Void. Void, I think, works well in almost every Trials fight. It seems like it's really easy. Okay, remember about the oh, I was like watching the what you call it. One hit, that's all I can do. Oh, good, that's right. The specials. Actually, it might be good all the special he throws. Oh, I missed it. Oh, whew, I got it. Okay. I got a what's that one called? Oh, double. Oh yeah, so much for the power game. Whew, okay, I really sort of went for it for that last one. There's some mechanic I see with the whatchamacallits, the unstoppable and getting a parry. Oh yeah, he got stunned again. Something interesting going on. Okay, Void, do your thing. Yeah, unstoppable, it's fine. Throw your special, please. Right now. Just want to be attacking to it. Oh, so passive. 1, 2, that's all I can get. Unstoppable time. Good, throw your... couldn't quite get in there. Oh yeah, come on. Fear the Void, another Petrify. He's got regeneration. Oh, maybe that's a Gambler's Fate. I forgot about that. Oh, okay. Not unstoppable anymore, so I lost track of what's going on because I was looking at the like 50 debuffs he has. I guess now I'm just going to dance as much as I can. Oh, perfect timing. Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh, that was close. I got a stun somehow. What is that stun coming from? Oh, I'm degenerating. Oh, what? Hey, Kate. How's it going? Glad you could drop by. Get to watch me do some very poor fighting in Trials. That was the second one, and now Punisher. Oh, Punisher's one of those champions. I really dislike any champion that I have to deal with his deal with a special that is unblockable. It just eats away at my life. I just want to have all Saber, all the same things. Okay, well, let's see if Void can deal effectively with the special. Oh no, it's Void. Vision. Okay, let's get this started off quickly. I have all this opportunity. Did I push it too much? Okay, perfect. Now unstoppable. That's some good plan right there. Oh, nice for the heavy. Okay, so far so good. It's going to go unstoppable. This could be terrible. Oh boy, he's really, what's the, oh, he's got bleed. I forgot the Gambler's Fate. Oh, good. Finally, he gets hit by a terrible debuff. That's right. Yeah, perfect timing. Wow, I almost look like I'm good at this game. Until that. I thought I could get it in before it became unstoppable, and now it's special. Okay, let's see if we can just knock him through his block, and we did. You don't run suicides with a Void. Mini back in AQ. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, I don't. Well, it's funny. I've never really run too much suicides. I guess I've always played characters that really weren't that good with suicides. Ah, perfect timing, perfect timing. Oh yes, and I got the Sig Stone. That is fantastic. Okay, back to quest. Um, I'll wait for Taters to post the lanes. The beginning of the war, the beginning of the week war is so nice because what time is it now? 21:51. Oh, it's so reasonable. I can actually start my fight and get everyone going before it's time to go to sleep. Let's just start the arena grind. I don't think I already started Alliance quests. I've done really all the movement I can, and I've noticed in Alliance quest. So I sort of do the middle path at the beginning, and is it Brett King does I do the left middle, he does the right middle. I guess I'm 4, he's 5. And every Alliance quest, that like third fight gets cleared really quick. It's a link node from somewhere on the outer pass. For him, gets cleared really quick, and it's pretty rare that I get cleared, and so I'm always finding that magic link, but her linked is pretty easy. Yeah, it's true. Actually, I was thinking of a really cool suicide team. I would do, you're looking right there, I'd do Vision, Iceman, and Corvus Glade. Hi, Sim7. Thank you for coming and hanging out tonight. Bonsoir, as we say over here. Or I guess if you're in the German part, Grüß Gott. Actually, that's the southern German. We're more Grüße. Yeah, it'd be fun to have this like suicide team, except in war I'm always using Void, Stark, Spider, and Vision, and they're not really that good with suicides. So yeah, maybe the last war of the season, if we're winning and we just want to sort of test out some champions, or in the off season. It's always this time in the war season I'm ready for the off season. It's just time to have a little break from the stress of war, especially now that we gotta get out one last win in to get masters. That's so interesting. This game being fun without suicides. Yeah, I know. It's like when I put suicides on and go into arena, I'm like, oh my god, these things are so great, and part of me just almost wants to put suicides on just for arena, just to make it easy, because when I go through all my champions, it's like an hour and a half or so of playing, and it's a lot of fights, and it just adds up on the points. Yeah, I know. This season, it actually has been a really fun season. I feel our team is really good. I feel like we've had, well, I've been here for, this is my second, I can't remember if this is my second or third season. I think it's just my second season. And so now I'm feeling comfortable with everyone, and you just sort of like know everyone's patterns and abilities, and how the whole war is going to play out. That's actually one of the coolest things about For Loki, is like just the consistency of the players. Even in the other 2 Master Alliances I had, it really wasn't that. What alliance are you in, Sim7? Are you part of the Loki game? Because I have this suspicion that like being in 3 Loki or 2 Loki, but it's actually harder. It seems like if you're in a Platinum 1 line, they are, I don't know, somehow I feel like there's more stress. It's sort of like when we watch like professional football player or basketball, they are, they just sort of seem at ease even though they're at the absolute best. It's a sort of that confidence of being a master of your craft. Not that I'm a master of my craft, but most of the guys in 4 Loki are. There's just one where things aren't big. Maybe 15k a match. Yeah, no. I feel like I've played, well, my setup is like actually the worst for arena, because since I run Void, I run a Resonate and an Equity, so I'm putting debuffs on the opponent, and then they're getting all sorts of all sorts of extra healing from willpower. It's always that trade-off though, and I'm sort of excited to try these masteries now for my Blade Void Ghost Rider masteries. Sometimes I feel like little changing masteries make a big difference. Like I actually do feel like these fights are taking forever. And I used to have 1 point in Assassin, I took that out just so I could have 5 out of 5 in deep wounds, but I might put that point back in and sort of do 4 deep wounds and one in Assassin. I think that, I can't imagine that the last 18% makes that much difference, but maybe it does. So my goal is always to run my 4 stars for the up to the 2 multiplier, my rank 3 4 stars. And then once I get to 2 times, I just choose some rank 5 multipliers. I guess I have no idea why I always do this pattern, just sort of became habit. And let's get these guys in. I got that Mystic Dispersion, so these Mystic Champs should be super strong. Carnage is a 5-star I need still. You know, he got that buff and people are excited about him, but yeah, I just don't see much of him. Hey Dap, good to see you. I hope you're about to rank that Thor Ragnarok up. That would be awesome. He's, as I said to you, he's a great character. He's just fun to play, and you know, I just sort of like his gameplay. And if you have the synergy with Gulk and Hela, he gets a 10% heal back at the end of the fight, and yeah, he's a cool character. And I know how much you love Prestige. I sort of like Prestige too. And yeah, I always think Prestige is so important. It's one of those things where it's sort of easy to discount, but then at some point in the game that really matters a lot. Tempting. Who else is tempting you? I'm trying to think. I can't remember if you say anything. Yeah, no, you have to have Mystic Dispersion because you have Morningstar use so much Cade. Yeah, I like Mystic Dispersion so much. It's a really costly mastery though. Somehow it just feels like you're putting a lot of points in for something very specific, which I guess you could say about the Despair and Resonate and Inequity for Void, as well as Deep Wounds for Blade. But you run 4 Mystic Dispersion. Hey, Panda Man, I hear you're at work. Man, I am sorry. Work is never fun. Well, oops, I was reading chat, but the war is over. Well, I was hoping to see Sparky. Havoc. Oh, is Havoc coming into the game? Oh man, see, I was a huge X-Men fan when I was young, and even though I guess apparently Cyclops is like hidden by everyone, I love Cyclops. So of course, I thought his brother was really cool, and I love their sort of like relationship and the stories about them. It's awesome, and I have a Mutant Awakening gem, so there might be hope if he's a really good character. I have like 2 theories of Awakening gems. I think, oh good, I'm glad you like Cyclops. I guess, you know, I sort of got out of comics a while ago, so I haven't really read them lately, but it seems like he became like really villainous. Yeah, I know, it's the way it is, and you know, everyone, actually I super love Wolverine, but you know, he was always like the I don't know, he was always like the dick, I guess, so Wolverine's like cool guy. Let's see, back to DAP. Sparky, MS, or Ghost. Oh, well, of course, all super good. I have Sparky rank 5. Sparky, I think, is still my favorite character in this game. He was my first rank 5. Oh man, I was mocked so much in my alliance. Was I in J11? No, I was in, that's when I was back in Darkness. And so everyone was completing, what was it, Act 5 and ranking up, and everyone, of course, had Blade. And so everyone ranked up Blade. And I was like, no, I'm going to start Spidey. And I did that. Oh my god. I was like, I think the chat was filled with days about it. And then when I went to the next alliance, when I went to J11, it was the same thing. Another guy moved over with me, and they continued to mock me for ranking up Stark Spidey, but he's just great. I mean, hits so hard, and even now, I mean, he is like the champion that works so well for just several fights in war. I find that he's sort of the only one who will do any of the fights with regen that Void isn't good for. It's Stark Spidey all the way. Okay, so now it always happens on only 1.5. Okay, never mind. I gotta do one more of the lesson maxed out. I always spend so much time just because I like to play around with champs. So that should just grab him. Yeah, Spidey's great. I mean, he is. Yeah, there's a lot to like about him. Morningstar might be my next rank 5, which I'm not saying just to make Cade happy. I feel like it would be nice to have one. I actually see her more for defense. I want to give us a good defender, and I know she's that. I also want to, I just want to have her because I think she's really cool to play as well with all of her. Yeah, it's true. Just have rank 5 yet to do prestige. Yeah, I mean, it goes back and forth in this game. It's like for a while you can sort of ignore prestige. I mean, when everyone just had one rank 5, it didn't really matter too much. But now I think it's getting to the point where as everyone gets more rank 5s, prestige is going to start to matter. Eggplant, yeah, good. Yeah, actually, I guess my dream for a new character would be to have him be an awesome defender right as I got my second tier 5 basic, so I could rank up this new champion. That would. I still want to work on my defense a little bit. I wonder who. Well, I guess whoever has like Killmonger or Domino probably has the most kills on defense by far. But I guess if you take away those mini, I wonder how many kills people have on defense. I would think, we just have so few. We probably have like 2 or 3 per battle group. And if you take out those sort of really like classic mini bosses, it's probably like 0-1. So, I don't know. I guess maybe I can't imagine that anyone has a champion that's doing that great on the defense. Generic AG, mutant, oh my god, Panda, man, you are so set. If Dr. Sinister is a mutant or a Havoc, I obviously will be one. I saw the debate about Sinister being mutant or mystic. I guess I would think he's going to be mutant. He came into the comic book world after I stopped reading them, so I don't really know too much about him. Actually, I know nothing about him. I can't tell you what his superpower is, other than he has white skin. And I guess I remember picking up a few comics at some point when I was bored, and there's something to do with him and Madeline Pryor, and she was a clone, and her and Cyclops' child, and yeah, I don't know. It was a really confusing story, just because I sort of popped in and read like 3 issues and then got out. And those 2 champs both coming this next, I guess it's February. And then I just want Angel. Angel as in Archangel. Archangel is one of my closet favorite champions. I would absolutely rank 5 him if I could sort of do anything and not just for fun. I think he is just love his mechanic, and oh my god, the speed he slices. The OG5 X-Men, I would say I thought they were pretty good, but I was much more into sort of the next round of X-Men, the Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm. But yeah, the OG X-Men were pretty cool. I remember once reading like this compendium of like all the X-Men. It's so funny how they had like comics 1 through 63, Angel, Cyclops, Beast, 1 through 63, and then they repeated it, so like 64 to 126 were exactly the same story again. And then, and then the new X-Men started. There's some really good stories. They were just like classic comics, they're just so like just sort of simple, just well written, Yeah, it's just what you think about a comic when you read a comic. Um, and then even the X-Men. I went to Wheel around the chair and people, oh yeah, I know. You know, I always had a suspicion that they would bring Professor X. You too, Panama and Pete. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck at work. I hope it goes quickly and you're back to playing MCOC soon. Bonne chance. Um, yeah, the Professor X. I feel like he is on somewhere, or they must have considered him at some point. But oh yeah, I love the triple. What does Dave call the trifecta? When all of your arena champs have class advantage. Yeah, I was thinking. Well, of course, I'm really excited about the Fantastic Four, and I guess if they're coming out sort of even distributed throughout the year, that means it won't be, of course, next month. We already know the champs, but the month after that, does that mean we'll get the next one? Just once every 4 months. I guess I'm trying to think who I'd want next. Human Torch, I think, would be the next one I want, or Invisible Girl. I think Mr. Fantastic is the one who will I like least. Imagine if they just like did Mr. Fantastic as a Kamala Khan, you know, they just took her exact as sort of a joke. That would be a great. Oh, if it comes out April Fools, that would be the best Kabam joke ever. I did like the one they did last year when they gave us that crystal that gave us 4-star shards, but they actually gave you a 5-star shard. I mean, that you gotta admit that was pretty good. But if they release Mr. Fantastic and he just was like a reskin Kamala Khan, oh my god, on April 1st, I mean, just the outrage in the community would be golden. There's Darkhawk. He's I think one of the most beautiful new champs. If I didn't already have so many texts, I would. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that'd be great. Just him taking that selfie as he launches his SP3. Yeah. I feel like, boy, they put themselves under so much pressure, which is good to make all these champs really interesting. You know, The Thing, Diablo. I remember when they made that post, it was, I can't remember what champ had just come out, but they said, you know, we're just not doing old champs again. I always thought it was so ridiculous. Maybe it's just common in games that you'd have champs which were exactly the same. I mean, that was like, why? Why do we have like 3 different flavors of Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel? Who else? I wonder who has the most reskins. Maybe Spider-Man with Miles and the Black Spider-Man. I guess they're about the same. Iron Man Infinity War. No, not Iron Man Infinity War. Iron Man Cosmic. Actually, he's a real dumb champ. I don't know why they put him in. I think just to have another champ to dilute the crystal pool. It's funny how the game, you can, I guess, see how they were changing as they became more popular. I mean, they went for a game where they just had like 15 characters and then add another 4, which was exactly the same, to actually really like branching out into a real game where they're really working hard to develop new characters and make them interesting. I feel like that sort of first happened with Killmonger. Yeah, it sort of first came with Killmonger. Okay, I never get to play Thor, so I always play him, Scarlet Witch, and Wolverine. So, yeah, I know it's slow in Arena, but I do like to have my little pet teams as I go through it. These are all the ones that should become 5 stars. It goes back to the philosophy Kabam was saying. They were saying how they just don't want to make the old champs again, or even take them to 5 stars. Well, I guess there's that reason, or they don't want these as 5 stars would be too powerful, which I don't think is true. Like, I don't think Thor, this original Thor, would be that powerful as a 5-star. I mean, they really nerfed him well during the 12.0. And yeah, I guess sort of like they've done with Doctor Strange and Black Widow. It's not like they've come in and broken the game. Quite the opposite. In fact, I don't think anyone really cares about him. I would like to get the Doctor Strange one because I think the Mystics are really cool, and yeah, he was always an interesting character. I love the way he went through all the debuffs and his 3 different stages. Yeah, he was like one of those original characters that actually had, you know, something clever about him. Yeah, no, they're so good. I mean, I would definitely spend a lot on future Grandmaster crystals if Wolverine was in them. Thor, maybe. Scarlet Witch, oh my god, that would be great. And the best thing about Scarlet Witch for Kabam is that, I mean, it has to get to SIG 200 before she's actually like really, really strong. And so, you know, it'll take a long time for a lot of people. Yeah, no, it's hard to believe. Like, the most popular characters in the Marvel world are like just 4 stars. And you think that would just be, you know, Marvel would be having something to say about that. But I wonder what Marvel does. I wonder if they like review this game every week or every month, or if they, yeah, like once a year, have some, you know, executive come and audit the game and say, oh yeah, this is the way the Marvel brand should be. But maybe they wouldn't even know enough about the game. They'd be like, oh, you have Wolverine, great, you know. Oh, he's got a gold border. It's really nice. You know, people must love him. So maybe they don't have too much care about what happens. It's, yeah, if you think about it, well, Spider-Man, the best character. Spider-Man is obviously like sort of a cornerstone of the franchise. Medusa is one of the top champs. Yeah, no one knows who Medusa is. I mean, even in the comic book world, I think she barely gets any. I mean, doesn't have her own comic book. I think she only appears occasionally. Blade, yeah, Blade is interesting. Actually, I guess he's from comic books. Is he? And he must be from Marvel, obviously, because he's in this game. Um, though I don't know if I ever in my life saw a Blade comic, which, yeah, doesn't mean anything other than I've seen it. Of course, there's the Blade movies, which I knew, and I think I've seen 1 or 2 of those. And then, let's see, Ghost Rider. Yeah, again, he's a sort of a fringe character. He might have even had his own comic book, but not particularly popular. And apparently, well, he did have one movie. I never saw it. It looked terrible. Of course, Scarlet. No, who else is top in this game? Now, Void. I mean, no one knows who Void is. Eigen, that was a totally made up character. Yeah, as you go through it, I think they've totally just missed the popular characters, which yeah, I guess is okay. But you know, if you think you could trap in some more customers if like Wolverine was absolutely the best character, and people were like, oh man, I love Wolverine so much, and you know, we'll spend to get him. But it is not that way. So, oh, you actually threw it. Well, thank you. Oh, now you evade. Yeah, forget about that. I guess I should push him to his SB1 so you can amuse yourself as I try to dodge it. Oh my god. That might be 1 in 100 times you've witnessed when I can actually dodge his SP1. I've been trying to duel Spider-Man at least once a week just to continue working on dodging those SP1s. They are so difficult. I don't know why, but they are. Let's see, is it the Iron Patriot time? It is. Yeah, things like Iron Patriot, and he was probably a character that appeared once in some comic book. Yeah, I guess he's another reskin. Well, he's a funny one because he belongs in the suit of the what you call it, of the Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, but he has the powers of Black Bolt, and they share it. Well, I guess, but he has the same SP1 as the other one, so yeah, I mean, totally like old school Kabam, where they were just making new characters but giving them exactly the same as old. Yeah, it's so cheap. I mean, honestly, I mean, the number of characters right now is just so many. They could, well, it'd be an interesting decision for them to take some of these characters that were just copies of others, like Iron Patriot. Who else? Like one of the, I think Miss Marvel should go. Captain Marvel I'd keep. The 2 Cyclopses. I mean, there's probably like 20 characters you could eliminate. I know for them it's not good business sense because, of course, the more characters in the pool, the less likely someone is to get them, and then the more people are going to spend to get the characters they want. But they're just sort of silly now at this point in the game to have characters that are exactly the same. You know, I think Bam would always help themselves by doing like good smart moves. You know, if you do a move like that where you get rid of these sort of copy characters, maybe it would hurt your bottom line some, but you know, it's also always good to have the community sort of appreciate how they're trying to make the game a good game for everyone, which I'm sure they want to. So that would be, yeah, I think that'd be a good decision. I don't think would cost them much. People would like it, and yeah, it's almost a win-win. And maybe more people would play the game, or more people would work harder to get crystals or spend more just so they could get characters going. They didn't have like a 1 in 120 chance, and you know, 1 in 100 maybe sounds a little better. I'm trying to think when I started playing. You know, it was of course every question I have a long story, and so the long story is that I was looking through the App Store just trying to find a game to kill some time. I mean, for a long time I sort of gotten out of video games. I didn't really play any. I'd download an app like Marshall's 2 and play it for 2-3 days and get bored of it. And I saw like Marvel Contest of Champions had a one of those editor choice little badges by it. And I was like, maybe I'll get it. And so I got it. And at this point, I was like, I'm never going to spend on games. So I just started playing it, and it seemed okay. And I didn't really get into it. So I think I actually had the game for a while. I'm thinking a couple of months, and then I just wasn't spending. So I'd use my energy and be like, okay, I'll play again tomorrow or 2 days from now. And so this is way before 12.0. I mean, I almost feel like it's a year from 12.0. So that was March of some years, whenever that happened. And then I remember starting to play it more and more. And what really changed the game for me is like one day I was doing some content. I don't think I could do Masters yet. I think I was doing whatever was before Masters, that Expert. I was having trouble with some boss, with my 2 and 3 stars. I was like, I wonder if there's a guide, because, of course, you look on the internet for guides. And so I think I typed it in, and that's when I discovered Seaton. And I started watching it. We'll get this. This is the best part. So, of course, I was playing it, and I just gotten several rank 4s. And I remember playing, and it was the quest with Red Hulk and Nightcrawler, I think, and someone else was in there, and Loki. And so I was playing with these characters. And I was like, oh man, these new characters are great. So those were my highest ranked characters. They were either rank 3 or rank 4. As 4 stars had like Loki, Hulk, and Nightcrawler, just because they're the newest characters out there. And that's when I started watching Seaton. And so, I started watching him and saw him like doing all of the event quests and talking about him. And so that sort of inspired me. And then once I sort of got hooked in the community, I did Seaton, and I discovered Joel, and I watched Joel a lot. And for the longest time, I'd heard about Brian Grant just because they referenced him, but I was like, oh, who's this Brian Grant guy? I was like, oh, I don't want to watch him. I'm already watching Seaton. He's great. And so I was just like hooked on Seaton for a long time. And that's when I started really playing a lot. Maybe about that time. I don't think I had joined Alliance yet by 12.0. Maybe I'd been in 1, but I mean, again, I really wasn't playing even every day that regularly, and everything confused me. So I remember going into Alliance Quest first. I had no idea what was going on, no idea. I was like going down the same paths as other people, like used up all my energy, and it was just like total chaos. And that was my first attempt. So I would say, I guess I could know by my badge, but let's say 2017 has definitely played. I would say summer of 2017 or summer 2016 is when I started. And and then once I started watching YouTube videos, I really got into it and started having a good time. And then after that, I joined Alliance. I was actually in Chile with my father, and Alliance requested I join them. Do you know Prof Hoff? Yeah, I do. I really like Prof Hoff. Actually, yeah, I like all the YouTubers. It's so much fun. They just each has their own little niche, and yeah, I like that. I gotta figure out what my niche is. I'd say BG is sort of the he's just like solid and dependable. And he gives you a lot of good information. You know, he's always one who like is talking about the game. Seaton, I just, you know, he's more the entertainer. He you know, of course, gives great information also, but you know, he also has sort of his bombastic style is fun. Um, Joel, he was super creative and I don't know. I just think he tried to do things a little more unique. Cade is like, well, I guess I've already used the entertainer for Seaton, but I don't know. I think Cade tries. He has like the more like his is really building a group of like community and friends to sort of hang out and and play the game and talk about things. I find Cade is much more like focused on game slash life, and I love it when Cade sings too. It always makes me laugh. Who else? Prof Hoff. Well, yeah, Prof Hoff is obviously the review of deals guy. He's like the Consumer Reports of Marvel Contest of Champions. Panaman Pete, he's like the college guy. He's, you know, the savant of the game. Oh man, you're singing. Now we can tell you're a musician. It's so nice, Cade. Um, who else? Maybe that's all I really watch. I mean, I sort of just commit myself. I was, you know, as soon as I wake up, I usually turn on Cade just because right as I'm waking up, and then right as I'm going to work, I usually get the first like 10 minutes of BG, and then I was listening to Pete at night. For Loki. Oh, again, is that? No, there was someone else who was non-for Loki in this chat. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, Dreaming. I was thinking about the face cam, how you don't have a face cam and I don't have one. Mine might be more just because I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I'm not sure what your reasons are. Maybe some hideous disfigurement. Though I was thinking, I want to have some goal before I do the face cam. I was thinking either 1,000 subs or 5,000. Considering I'm at like 30 now, maybe that will never happen. But maybe I was thinking maybe we could do the same, so we can, or maybe or have 1,000 subs. So if either one of us gets to 1,000 subs, then we'll throw on the face cam and show our faces. And not to worry, I'm also hideously disfigured too, so we can have that in common. But okay, never mind. No, I'm sorry, Dreamin. I'm sorry. You're right. I got caught up in the lessons, Soul Dreamin. Nothing but you know, respect and honor to have you here. I'll do a cam at 25K. Okay, that's a deal. I'm gonna shoot for. Well, I'm gonna say 1,000 right now, but I want to reserve the right to change if all of a sudden I get 1,000 tomorrow. Oh no, I got notifications. There we go. Oof. Now that I know how to do this from art. Man, I think you're going to like my next video, Dreamin'. I'm really going to do a super math about crystal pools. It's going to have a great clickbait title. It's called, Are They Rigged? 5-star crystals. That's the title. I'm going to do it this weekend when I have more time. And I'm going to, you know, I look at all my pools in January. I've tracked them all, my 5-star openings, and I'm going to classify all the 5 stars as like ones that are great. Maybe I'll do 3 levels, like great, average, poor, and then sort of see how many just in my sample of January that fit that, and maybe do some type of random simulation. Yeah, it's true. I think, yeah, actually, it seems like Dreamin' has a couple of rivalries. I guess the Dreamin' Cam rivalry. I haven't been in For Loki long enough to stand it yet, or know the history behind it, but you're right. And so then yeah, I'll do some simulations to sort of see what the random simulations would give me compared to what I've drawn, and I don't know. I think it'd be hopefully interesting. You know, I made some sort of my oldest videos, which are now like 9 or 10 months off when I dabbled in YouTube, were sort of math ones about, you know, mechanics in the game and analyzing them, and you know, actually they have a lot of views and some really nice comments, and they're unique, and so I think that's always the cool thing. Cam Leslie, we're super similar. I mean, you're both amazing fighters. You're similar in that, and you both have this, like, I don't know, this way about you where you just seem to always be able to know exactly the right champions and the right ways to fight things. So yeah, I agree. You're similar in many ways. And my word of the day is definitely bombastic, and I guess maybe you're both bombastic. Okay, win 7 streak. Boy, I was getting distracted so much. Yeah, streaming. I mean, that's not suicides or the lack of them that hurts your arena. It's like streaming. It's like trying to concentrate on one thing and talk and stream and fight in arena at the same time. Every time you play Rocket Raccoon Cade, you should do the. It's not Rocky Raccoon. Who is it? What's the Beatles song? Ricky Raccoon song. It's one of my favorite Beatles songs. It's just such a funny, clever song. Okay, let's see. I always consider it like super bad luck if I don't have a single class advantage of all these superstitions, like what arena teams I use and what happens if I don't get a match. If the arena enemy was smart, they'd always run 3 of the same class, because then obviously, since you can shift your champions around, you would always get, well, you just wouldn't have a choice. You'd be stuck with whatever classes you were fighting. But I guess in that devilish to try to make arena any harder. I'd never have really played a game like Marvel Contest of Champions. The whole idea of you don't know? Oh no, you gotta listen to it. It's by the Beatles. It's on the White Album. Oh, it's classic of classics, or maybe it's one of the worst songs and everyone hates it, and I'm the only one who's ever listened to it. But yeah, so I get it. Yeah, he is. Notice he's unduped though, and I would say not from a lack of trying. He is yeah, actually he's very fitting for Wales, the gold and everything. Um, yeah, he's pretty fun to play. Actually, I like the OG Daredevil too. Not Daredevil, OG Deadpool. But you had to grind for him. Yeah, I was listening with a friend of mine. He was talking about 70 cheese songs, and yeah, I was trying to think like all these songs he was talking about. Muskrat Love and other just like sort of dopey 70 songs. Oh no, I told you. Where notifications off? Why do you keep on coming on? Oh, I feel like I'm good in technology, but sometimes I just feel like my aging father who will have do not disturb on for like 2 weeks and be so upset that his phone doesn't work. Rocky Raccoon. I was about to sing it for you, Kay, but then I can't think of the lyrics. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Okay, I don't know the lyrics enough. Yeah, it's true. Maybe every generation has its cheese as well. Yeah, I've always been like a huge fan of the cheese. I'm one of those people who, I like almost all musics, and even the songs that everyone's like, oh, I hate the song so much, like the Rebecca Black like Friday song or the Call Me Maybe. I'm like, oh man, these songs are great. As well as like the super sophisticated like songs. Like I can't think of something now that would fit that category. But the ones that people say are like I don't know, Jack Johnson or something like that have or Fish or Grateful Dead, where people say, oh, they're so talented and they're so deep. Give me just like catchy, give me deep. I like them all. I feel like having bias towards music, it's like one of these things where it's so personal preference to say something's good or bad it's so subjective that it doesn't make too much sense to me. K8, so try to sneak in one more of my like less than rank 3. So yeah, there it is, Darkhawk. As soon as there's a next level event, both Darkhawk and a bit of Beretta going up to level 4, no 3, level 3. Not that they can do nothing more than arena, but yeah, they're definitely worthwhile. Hate bad songs. The name's some pure bangers. Hate bad songs, yeah, but it's only bad if you don't like it. I'm trying to think. Well, you tell me some good songs, Nick, and I will see if I agree or not. What have I been listening to lately? There's something. I think it's called The Jungle. They do a song called Cherry. Oh man, they're really good. Um, Actually, if you really want to listen to bad music, well, I mean, not that it's easy for you, but if you go to the Schweizer top 50, Swiss top 50, oh my God, it's like, they have a lot of the same songs we do, but every now and then they have like a German rap. I mean, I guess this is a really biased statement, but I feel like rap is best in English, maybe even American English. I can't think of many British rappers that I particularly like, or any, but German rap, it is, yeah, it's not so good. Though, maybe French rap is pretty good. I try to think. There's a song, Laurent Dance, which was really cool by Stromae, and there's an MC Solar, he's pretty cool. I actually can't remember if he's rap or not. But even the radio stations here, I'm in the French region of Switzerland. I mean, they play, it's almost all English songs, or English language songs. Yeah, I mean, there's some things I feel like the States absolutely has gotten the lion's share of. Escape the mass premise for nothing. What is this? Is this cricket? Yeah, I don't follow cricket at all, Dreamin', so I'm not sure who these people are, but it sounds pretty drastic. Okay, Dreamin', teach those kids some math. Tell them it'll help them in Marvel Contest of Champions. And yeah, what was I? I was talking about something. I can't remember what it was. Okay, then off to the next topic. Why is this man named Blanco? Oh man, I got 3%. Oh jeez, I didn't realize I was doing so terrible. See, we pulled out. He evaded. No. Oh man, like losing match 1 is a bad sign. It's like, okay, Mega Red. Yeah, it was just Bishop. Not Bishop, yeah, it was Bishop. Do your thing, Omega Red. Build up those, what are those charges called? Degeneration charges, radiation charges. I don't know what they are, but because I have to get to my SP2, I don't really play them that much, so I can't remember. Oh, this is the time when they don't overthrow their special, so I knew there's something annoying about these fights. Yeah, these are always risky. I don't know if I should have gone with my, I should have started using my Max Champs to get into the Thanos. Death Spores, that's it, yep. Stromae, oh yeah. You know Stromae? He is so good. Well, Lars on Dance is just like the coolest song ever. It's such a catchy song. I think I listened to some of his other songs. I don't know if any of them were that good. It's probably just a one-hit wonder. I don't think he's done anything since then. I'm trying to think. Other French bands, Les Pirates, which is the Pirates. They're pretty good. That's all I can think of. Oh, what am I on? Okay, I just won that fight. Do I have one more? Oh, here it is. Okay, Dark Hawk. Do your stuff. I wish Dark Hawk's SP1 had some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Mode change. I think that is the only thing I really would make me just fall in love with him. He's such a cool character, but the fact that he doesn't, they have to get to the SP2, which always just takes forever before he starts going through these modes, is just not as neat. The SP2s and SP3s, any character that depends on them, I would say is always too long. Oh no, I can't lose this special 3. Do I get some healing out of this? I can't remember if he heals. Or maybe changes mode and he heals. Okay. Okay, this is where not having assassins. Let's see. Oh, he did heal. Oh, beautiful. Oh man, look at that. Dark Hawk. He is a cool champion. Yes, it's one of these things, like a cool champion comes out, and that's one of the bad things about diversity. It's like literally, I mean, it's not really true, but literally, it just makes a difference if one person in your battle group gets it. So now a battle group like Panaman Pete got him, made him rank 5, and I mean, not that I couldn't rank 5 him, but he just wouldn't be that useful to the alliance, so I feel a little guilty about it, since I guess I could use him on attack. Okay, time to go in with the big time team. I might have to stop soon and take a look and see how war is going. What time is it? 22:36. Yeah, actually, let me take a look real quick and see if they've been posted. BG News. It'll be posted around 5:45. What is that? That's 11:06. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll be up till then. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good champs. So the Night Thrasher and Diablo, I think, are. Yeah, no, that's fine. Sometimes I ask Taters to give me his assignments a little earlier. Just, I mean, he knows my situation. That for me, I can't stay up too late. But again, see, an hour from now in 10 minutes, that's fine. I usually go to bed around midnight here, so if I can get him then, that'd be good. Yeah, I love being able to get the first couple of fights out of the way, and then being able to move up right before that mini boss on path 7, and I can wake up in the morning and clear it. Yeah, the early war, so especially for me, so it doesn't seem to be that big an issue if I wait until I wake up, because I wake up around midnight. I wake up at 6 in the morning here, and so that's just when everyone else is sort of getting rolling, and so it works. Yes, the time zones are so interesting. You get so used to your time zone. You know, when I was back in the States to see my sister this over the Christmas holidays, you know, just everything's all messed up. You know, I'm on a different time zone, so used to sort of the Alliance Wars starting at 9:21, that's here, and then also the you know, like the arena refreshes are at 19 here, and there's 1 there. Just, you know, it's like, unfortunately, this game becomes part of the rhythm of your life, and when everything gets changes, you know, rhythm all gets messed up. But yeah, the Eastern Standard Time, I didn't think it was particularly good. I really dislike having arena and things start in the middle of the day. I like it. I come home here and it's after work and it's 1900, and I can just sort of get to work on these, and I have to be the pressure of like trying to sneak off to the bathroom or like run to an empty room to do my fights. Though I guess, you know, since it's 24 hours long, or yeah, I mean, still that happens to me when I'm on path, because I usually wake up in the morning, do most of my section 2, and section 3 actually works out pretty well. Usually, I mean, it's usually you and I who are on that outer path, and you know, at work I have to do 1 set of fights. You know, usually going down that auto path, and that gets me to Nightcrawler, and then right when I'm getting home, you know, I can see if you've cleared, and then finish off the path. Though it seems like lately you've been really, you know, I try to keep it a little bit secret what I'm doing, because I don't think my business would be too impressed if they knew I was like a video gamer. But I basically work for an international company. It's an English-speaking company I work for, and yeah, it's probably all I really want to say. I'm afraid if I say too much, you can figure out exactly which company I work for. But I will say that Switzerland tends to be the home of lots and lots of corporate headquarters, and so you know, just I work for one of those, and just basically doing the typical businessman thing, which is, I think, just writing emails all day. I think maybe that's what I do. I'm a professional email writer. I think I like wake up in the morning, write 100 emails, like, you know, then sit in the meeting, and then get out of the meeting, write another 100 emails, go to another meeting, finish off the day with 100 emails, and that is my day. I think emails are like the scourge of this world. They just I mean, I think they actually make worse communication. But then meetings are maybe the second worst communication. I don't know. Maybe it was better. I think it's better when they had those tubes. Cade, and this is totally 100% honest, and it's really anyone for Phil Loki. If you ever come to Switzerland, you have a place to stay, and believe me, Switzerland is crazily expensive. You know, my chalet, I have an extra bedroom. You're totally welcome to it, and yeah, I mean, I would definitely show you around the country. I have, yeah, obviously living here for so long, I know it well, and can give you the deluxe tour that you don't find in any tour guide package. Yeah, Switzerland is pretty cool. It is the most cool if you like outdoor things. If you like museums, if you like good food, if you like you know, operas, you have come to the wrong country. But if you like to mountain bike, if you like to ski, if you like to road bike, if you like to do crazy Swiss sports, you know, it's 100% sincere. You absolutely are welcome here. You know, for a long time, I was a big triathlete, and you know, I always used to have like fellow triathletes who would come, and you know, if I knew they were coming to Switzerland to compete, I'd always totally offer my place, and I love doing that for people. So now that I'm giving up triathlons for Marvel Contest of Champions, I have the same offer out to this group. So, but yeah, come on over. We'll have a great time here. Yeah, today, boy, we've had a lot of snow lately. It hasn't quite been the bitter cold of the United States. I see you guys have that polar vortex going on, but yeah, we've had great snow, so I managed to sneak out after work and get a couple of laps in. It was interesting just because what had happened. So I do a lot of off-piste skiing, which I guess it was called backcountry skiing in the States, where, you know, here in Switzerland, they're sort of a live and let die type of place where you can totally like duck the ropes and go outside the resort boundaries and they don't care. I mean, like, I did it today right in front of like the ski guard, and it's totally normal, and he, you know, didn't even bat an eye. I mean, in Switzerland, like, if you kill yourself, you kill yourself, and you're not a particularly like litigious country. And so I did this like sort of off piste, this run totally outside the resort, and it's lovely. It's like, you know, knee deep powder. And then I came back to the lift because you can sort of get back onto the resort, and the lift was totally closed because I had missed the last lift. And you know, I could have gotten home. The type of skis I have, you're actually able to tour in them, to walk in them. But you know, of course, in good Swiss fashion, I was like, "Oh, can I take the lift?" And the guy there, oh my God, he gave me such a tongue lashing just because I was so late. You know, he was so angry at me. I mean, the Swiss hate it if you break their rules of art. So you know, it was like 10 minutes later after they closed, and oh man, he was not happy, furious to say the least. So he berated me for about 5 minutes in French, and finally he's like, "Okay, get on." And so I got on. And then the worst thing about this was that to get back to the start of the resort, actually I had to take 3 lifts. So every time I got to the next lift, it was the same situation over. You know, I just was like, told him, I was like, you know, I just came back late and I didn't realize you closed. And once again, I'd get berated by the lift station attendant, and you know, yelled at, told, "Don't you understand what close is?" You know, all these things. Oh. And so it happened a second time, and then once again I got on the lift, got to the next lift, and it happened a third time. And so that was my afternoon. Great skiing, followed by lots of angry Swiss men for me breaking their rules. But oh man, it was so worth it. Boy, was it great skiing today. But yeah, you know, if you come out here in the winter, we'll ski. If you come out here in the summer, you know, the Swiss have all these like just strange sports. So, group in Colorado, ski then start snowboarding. Nice. Yeah, I do both, but I much prefer skiing. This idea of touring, where you can convert your skis, you put these things called skins on the bottom, or as the French call them, pot de phoque, which literally means pot is what is pot? That's skin, and fuck is seal. So seal skins is what they used to be made out of. Yeah, you put them on the bottom of your skis, and actually then your ski bindings release the heel, and you can walk up with your skis on and literally climb mountains. So, most of what I do, I just got tired of lift skiing, and so like I'll put on my skins on my skis, release my heel, and go hiking up a mountain and ski down it. Oh man, it's the most beautiful form of skiing. It's like you're totally alone, and it's just no people and fresh snow. You get great exercise going up, and you get an amazing descent. Yeah, it's very popular here in Switzerland. It's what everyone does, and it's well worth it. Oh man, I lost all my glaive charges. Oh man, that means I'm probably gonna die. Come on, 3 special kingpin. But as I was saying, all these crazy Swiss sports. What do they have? They have there's these scooters, what we call them trottinettes, which are, I guess you have them in the States too, but you're probably used to the ones you ride on the pavement, but they have these like mountain scooters that have these giant wheels, and they're like tanks. You just go through everything, and so you go down these extreme trails on the mountains of the resorts in the winter. In the summertime, just of course there's no snow, but there's dirt trails. I got my glaze back, and yeah, so you go on these mountain scooters. You take the lift up with one, and then you just stand on it. And it's just the tires are so big they just crush over every obstacle, and they're just like all these insane mountain sports that are totally hairball. Like half the time, you're going down on one of these scooters and you hit some bump and you just get like launched into the air and off the trail. And, you have plenty of armor on. You look like a stormtrooper from Star Wars. But yeah, it's super fun. I mean, it's just like, just crazy, all the things they have. And, there's so many ski resorts, and then in the summer they just do all these other pieces. It's just a super fun place to live. If I was in the States, I would say Colorado would probably be where I'd move back, though. I doubt I'll ever leave Switzerland. It's just too nice. Let's see. Oh boy, these arenas. The last arena, I just didn't put up many points. I just sort of got tired of playing this last week. I sort of feel like I'm a little bit in an arena rut. Streaming definitely helps, but that's sort of having so many champs. I remember at one point in my life I had like 15 5-stars. How many? So yes, so it's sort of changed every year, but this year we have the Magic Pass, which gives us access to something like 20 resorts, mostly pretty small resorts, but they're all over sort of the eastern side of Switzerland, what we call the French Romandy. It's the Swiss-speaking part of Switzerland. So there's 2 pretty big cantons, which are like states, the Valais and the Vaud. And so they sell them in the summer. If you buy them super early, you get amazing deals. So I have this Magic Pass for 450 francs, which is a franc is essentially the same as $1. About to get killed by Angela, and so $450. It's I get this incredible pass. It gives me so many cool places. And the ski industry is subsidized, so a lot of the ski resorts are actually owned by the communes, owned by the towns, and there's a lot of like just good ski infrastructure. And I mean, it's been like skiing in Aspen maybe like 15, 20 years ago. I think I paid $100 for a lift ticket, which was exorbitantly expensive. I mean, even now at some of our bigger resorts like Zermatt, Verbier, I think a lift ticket is 70 francs, so $70. So, I mean, of course it's still not cheap, but I feel like skiing is relatively inexpensive in Switzerland, which is probably the only thing that is inexpensive. That and maybe bungee cords. I think bungee cords are cheaper than I've seen in the States here. So I once had this idea that if everyone got tired of doing my work, I'd become a bungee cord exporter. Like I'd buy bungee cords in bulk in here and send some distributor back in the States, and that's how I made my living. That and really great business ideas I have. So the Swiss have a lot of mini golf courses, and they don't have grass or AstroTurf. They use concrete. So no matter how hard or soft you hit the ball, unless it goes in the hole, invariably like ends up into the one like spot on the what would you call it, on the hole that is like has a slight depression in it. And so as everyone plays, all like 5 balls all in the like little depression in the concrete somewhere, and then you all hit to try to get in the hole, and if you miss, it goes right back to that low depression. It's so bad. And so my idea for a business is I'm going to revolutionize Swiss mini golf. I'm going to just buy a bunch of AstroTurf and go around and install it for them, and then I guess fix it every year, and just totally revolutionize the mini golf industry here. So, and feel free if you want to steal this idea, whoever is in this chat now. So it's I think it's a great money making opportunity. That and peanut butter. So the only peanut butter we get here is imported from the States, and it's like the worst generic brand of peanut butter. I can't remember what the brand is in the States, but there's one that's like it's really oily and it's like natural. That just tastes so good. So I think I'd want to make a peanut butter company where I think I'd import my peanuts from what's a good peanut growing state is Georgia. I think Georgia has a lot of peanuts. And so I would import them from Georgia and just like grind them up and sell them. And yeah, I think that'd be my business. Enzo's Peanut Butter Factory. So I think that would be pretty cool. Though, yeah, both of those jobs are extremely unlikely. But you never know. I also feel like owning your own business is like the surest way to never have vacation. I mean, it's like one thing when you're just sort of working and getting paid, and it's like you enjoy your work, but you don't need to like really it's not like for death. But if you own your business, oh man, I can't imagine what the pressure's like. I guess you own your own business. I mean, I remember here once you said you give lessons of guitar. It seems like you have a lot to do with the music industry. I guess it's nice because you get to work from home and you don't have to wear a suit and tie each day, which is, I'm sure, a luxury. There's the Morning Star, hard at work. Let's see, now that I set my masteries up for Mystic Dispersion, it's, of course, you find all these champions who don't get any buffs. It's always the way it is. You need to fight something like Venom. Jiff and Skippy are big ones here. The one we get here is called American peanut butter, made by America. I remember it was like a very organic peanut butter. Like it had you'd open up the lid and have a layer of oil, maybe 10 millimeters deep at the top, and you had to stir it up. It was just like the ingredients were like peanuts, and that was it. There was no anything extra added in. Now for the mighty Cord, is that right? Man, he is such a bad attacker. Just doesn't do anything. Look at that, 317. It's just a rank 4. So the saving grace, I must say, in War too. I mean, one, because hitting his rock charges do a lot of damage, but at least if you get clipped by him, you're not instantly dead. Punches S4. It's not great. Or it's SP3. You're talking about playing games. Actually, the game I played before this and was what was it called? It was the DC one. I just happened to download and try it, but I never really liked it. Had something on Injustice for All, maybe. Boy, that was so boring and so uncreative and just so. But I mean, it had the exact same mechanics. It's like you had different styles of hits, like light, medium, heavy, and I feel like it's almost exactly the same game. And you had SP1s, SP2s, SP3s, and the SP3s had this whole animation, but it just didn't have the game mode or the community or the Alliance War or the Alliance Quest. I think that's why I didn't really play Marvel Contest of Champions very much at first. I was like, oh, it's just like Injustice for All again. It's like a horribly boring game, and so. I think that's going back to the start of my career, I think that's part of the reason I didn't really start playing it much when I first got it, even though it was an editor's choice game. Yeah, it was. I see you played it too. Yeah, it just wasn't any good. Oh my God! I can't believe I'm gonna die. Come on, no, that's it of him. But the one thing I remember so specifically about that was I got like whatever level, the lowest level Superman you could get at one point, and his animations for his SP3 are exactly the same as Hyperion, exactly the same. Well, okay, not exactly, but I think he would like punch his opponent into the ground, and then he'd fly up into space, like he'd go beyond Earth's atmosphere, and then come hurtling down from space into him. I mean, Kabam has to know that was his, and I mean, it's like a direct mockery is the wrong word, but it's direct like copy. Oh, oh no, oh my God, I totally didn't dodge it. I thought it was the SP1. Oh, I'm going to die. Lose my infinite streak. Ah. There's 10, everyone. This is a team. Oh, whew. Yeah, come on. Throw your SP1, please, 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 please. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm so worried. He's not going to throw his SP1. Yep. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Not that that really means. Now I got to throw it again, please. Throw it. Oh, I'm not going to get it a second time. Oh, I'm got unstoppable. Should I go for it? Okay, let's go for it. Oh, I lost unstoppable. Boy, his unstoppables are quick. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, that is the end of that. Is that my second loss? Who did I lose to the first one? God, that's right, Korg. Oh, there goes the infinite streak. Oh, man. Okay, well, I think that depressing note is going to be the end of this stream. Just have no willpower to start again tomorrow. So, thank you everyone for watching. I think it's just Cade and myself right now. But thank you very much, Cade. I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me and chatting with me. It really helps get the grind more interesting than just sitting there doing nothing and grinding. And yeah, I know. Oh well, it's okay. I'll get it back. And I guess I'll see you next in war, and thanks everyone very much, and bonsoir.